On the news tonight, National Broadcasting Commission warned broadcast stations against breakdown of law and order. Independent National Electoral Commission urged aggrieved political parties to seek legal redress. On the foreign scene, Hong Kong to scrap mask mandate to end coronavirus measure. Good evening, welcome to the major report. Babatunde Bolatito is my name. The National Broadcasting Commission has warned broadcasters covering the general elections to desist from using or allowing their platforms and facilities to be used for broadcast of content that may lead to the breakdown of law and order in Nigeria. The Director General of NBC, Balarabe Ilela, gave the warning in a statement titled "Warning to Broadcast Stations in Nigeria," while reminding all broadcast stations that they have a duty to promote sustainable democracy in Nigeria. The Commission also warned that appropriate sanctions will be meted out to any error station that operates outside the confines of the broadcasting code. The Commission also said it has observed that some guests on broadcast stations are making volatile allusions capable of causing unrest in the country. The vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party and the Labour Party, Ifeanyi Okowa and Dati Baba Hamid, said there was no transparency in the just concluded elections. They do disclose their positions at a joint press conference in Abuja. It was reported that during a joint press conference by the Free Opposition Party, the PDP, LP, and the African Democratic Congress, demanded that the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, should step aside over what they called irregularities that allegedly marred the presidential and National Assembly elections. The federal government has appealed to former President Olusegun Obasanjo not to truncate the 2023 general elections with what they describe as a inciting, self-serving and provocative letter on the election. The federal government's reaction came on the heel of the call by Chief Obasanjo for the cancellation of the election results over alleged compromise by the election umpire. The elder statesman had appealed to Professor Yakubu and the chairman, if his hands are clean, to save Nigeria from what he described as looming danger which is waiting to happen. Chief Obasanjo pointed out that the results should be declared void and inadmissible where the beavers and server has been manipulated and rendered inactive. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, in a statement by his media aide, Sheikh Yemi, said the former president called that President Buhari should prevail on INEC chairman to stop the election result collation process and rectify the allegation raised against INEC from many quarters was nothing but a calculated attempt to undermine the electoral process. The minister expressed shock and disbelief that former president could throw around unverifiable claims, amplified by the allegation picked up from the street against the electoral process. The Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs has cautioned political leaders and actors against making provocative and unguarded statements which could drive the country into unnecessary conflict and anarchy. The President, Nigeria Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Sultan of Sokoto, Saad Abubakar, stated that these, while responding to the alleged reckless statements from those described as inconsequential individuals, can be easily ignored. According to the Sultan, this is not so. Of those from respected political and religious leaders, saying it is important that patriotic and well-meaning Nigerians should support unrelenting adherence to process and procedure in the ongoing electoral process. They explained that any inclination to procedural decision or action at this critical time is a direct call for anarchy, which will not yield any positive outcome to the nation, urging the Independent National Electoral Commission to remain undistracted and committed to its duty until it discharges it to its logical conclusion. All Nigerians, particularly Muslims, are urged not to matter the level. In the meantime, the national leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria has noted with deep concern the recent development in the country following the presidential and National Assembly election. In a statement by the President, Christian Association of Nigeria, Archbishop Daniel Oko, the association urged all political parties, candidates, supporters, and public to desist from any action that could create needless tension or stoke any form of violence that could put the nation on a precipice. Can ask all presidential candidates to abide by the spirit and letter of the peace accord they signed before the election, reminding them that this is the only country they have and must do everything to keep it safe, united, and peaceful. Can also encourage all political actors, elder statesmen, eminent personalities in the society, as well as